Welcome back to beautiful Sao Paulo as we get ready for qualifying for round 5 of the FIA World Endurance Championship, leading into Sunday's 6-hour race.
Pit exit is now open. Pit exit is now open. This is the start of the LMGT3 qualifying session.
The number 31 Ben Team WRT car.
And that, you'll have noticed, is no longer the orange, white and black it has been all season. They've got a full Brazilian livery on it. They've got a 2/3 Brazilian driver team.
Now we begin to see significant time improvements to the top, Martin Berry, and then to Tom van Rompuy. But the 33 Corvette below the drop zone here. Both the McLarens just above, together with the 10 Aston. 81 Corvette to the top.
Two iron links around the AMG Mercedes. One is black with yellow highlights, the other one is yellow with black highlights. You're looking at the black car of Martin Berry, the Aussie. Andrew Gilbert in the 60 car, the bright yellow Mercedes, had his first flying lap disallowed. It wasn't enough actually to get him in, and Ben Keating has lost that lap as well. So he is down at the tail of the field. We saw him running out wide. There's now half a second covering the fast 10. Thomas Floor into 8th place in the 54 Ferrari.
And in doing so, drops the other Ferrari out into the drop zone.
The 60 Mercedes as well. That's the car that's being driven by Andrew Gilbert, the yellow one. That's improved, but still 6/10 away from safety.
Gap, by the way, between 10th into Hyperpole and 11th out of Hyperpole, 6,000ths of a second. Ben Keating on a quicker time, Ian James on a quicker time, Francois Heriot on a quicker time.
Ian James in 27, the heart of racing Aston, the blue Aston Martin, 12th place.
Has to find a couple of hundredths to get above the line here. Has he managed to do it? Yes, he has. Up into 9th place, shuffles the 81 Corvette to 10th and puts the 46 car into the elimination zone. Ben Keating coming towards the line. Is this enough for the 33 car that has led the championship across the line? Where does that put the 33? They're both in. 7th and 8th, the two Corvettes. 81 and 7th. And the 33 in 8th, and tiny margin between the two of them. That puts both Ferraris into the drop zone now.
Is he going to be close? He's about half a second away on his previous best. Let's see if it's enough to move him into the top 10 for the moment. No.
It's not. And Ian James is going to be next.
Ian James, not quicker in either sector so far, so this is not going to be enough to put the 27 Aston into the top 10.
12th is as good as it gets.
Didn't improve as he takes the checkered flag.
He's the first, well, the second to do so. The 59 McLaren, they're safe in second.
Okay, last shot for Thomas Floor. He's just outside. He needs to find 200 so he pits.
He's given it up. And that's the critical sector. It's the longest sector on the track into the final run to the flag now. Could he rocket up from 16th into the top 10?
Well, it's probably not going to be the top 10, but he will move himself up on the grid, because don't forget, outside of the top 10 positions, that's where you finish. He did not improve, and Ryan Hardwick, last shot to try and get the championship leading Porsche into Hyperpole. It would be the expense of the number 10 Aston. No, he's into the pits as well.
There's your fastest driver in that session, Refru Undrescu, in the 87 Lexus. Both Lexus made it through, so too did both McLarens and both Corvettes, and it's one apiece from the Ford Mustang, the Mercedes AMG, the Porsche and the Aston Martin, and they are the 11th to 18th, as Martin Haven quite rightly says, grid slots as well as the positions that did not make it into Hyperpole today. Front of the queue for the Hyperpole.
Pit exit is open. Pit exit is open. This is the Hyperpole LMGT3 qualifying session.
Best time very considerably, and does so. 1:34.433 is her best offer.
Eduardo Barrichello now purple in Sector 1 and Sector 2, so unless the Aston Martin doesn't climb the hill well, this should be the fastest lap.
Could be under 1:34 here, as Gianmarco Lavorato sets the second fastest lap time of the session, but here comes Edoardo Barrichello to take it away from them, does so by a chunk. It's 0.360 better, 1:33.867. That's now the time to beat. Racing Spirit Le Mans, the number 10 Aston Martin goes to the top. Powering to the end of the lap comes the Lexus.
Again, both losing time in Sector 2 compared to their previous best.
Bleeding about 2-3 tenths each of those cars.
Wow, and a purple sector to end the lap. Can you imagine the smile on Dad's face if Edoardo Barrichello puts it on pole here in Brazil? Rui Andrade, green Sector 1, not good Sector 2. Edoardo Barrichello, he already has pole position. He's gone purple in Sector 1, lost a bit of time, and he's been pinged for track limits as well. So that lap won't count.
Don't count out the two Lexus here, and don't count out either Lynn Herdenius in the 61 Iron Lynx car. That's what we need to keep an eye on.
Checker flag is out. The first car to see the checker flag is car 88. Car 88, first car to see the
This car into Sector 3 is up on the pole time at the moment. As he comes over the line, can he do it?
From 4th place to no improvement.
And Aston Martin, Racing Spirit Le Mans, Edoardo Barrichello and Tony McIntosh claim it, but the pole claimed by young second generation race, and that'll be very popular. So super close, 24 thousandths of a second separated Edoardo Barrichello from Clemens Schmidt for pole position.
So Aston Martin, Racing Spirit Le Mans on pole position with the Lexus in either mirror, undoubtedly heading down into turn 1. And the 61 Mercedes, they equal their best qualifying result of the season. McLaren on row 3 of the grid, 95 ahead of 59. Then the Iron Dames on row 4 with the 88 Mustang alongside. And it's an all Corvette row 5 of the grid, 33 just outpacing the 81 machine. Johnny Edgar and Rui Andrade doing the qualifying runs there. And next up, we take off our LMGT3 caps and we put on our Hypercar caps.
Pit exit is now open. Pit exit is now open. This is the start of the Hypercar qualifying session.
So everybody on the medium tyre, doesn't matter if it doesn't last, because you only need to get 2 or 3 quick laps out of it. Let's look at the times then. Julian Andlauer, well, he's purple in Sector 2 and a better Sector 1 than he's produced. Alex Lynn, also green Sector 1, that's quicker than he's gone. Andlauer to the top of the pile.
Andlauer goes to the top of the 1:24.234. That's a significant time. Riberas, though, 1:24.234.
Okay, red flag now for Darren Turner.
Aston Martin 1-2.
I think we've seen enough, haven't we?
Stop the cat. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely.
Well, let's look at the elimination zone, because 2 of the 3 Ferraris are still there. We're not up to full speed for very many of these cars, but that's got to be a moment that's going to do the Aston Martin squads. Van der Linde up to 3rd. That's just behind Dries van Torres, just improved to 2nd. Alex Rindling goes to the top at the moment, puts the 12 caddy well out of trouble ahead of Julian Andlauer.
Improvement for Giovinazzi. 51 car is our championship leading crew. They lead from 83. The 83 Ferrari currently last.
Yeah, and the time's almost bookended by the caddies at the moment. The 12 at the top, the 38 almost at the bottom, the 51 goes up into Hyperpole zone. Jakobsen second quickest, what a lap from him.
Good stuff.
Caddy from the 2 Peugeots, but it's the 007 and 009 Aston Martins now both in the elimination zone, as are the 51 and the 83 Ferrari and the 99 Porsche, the 7 Toyota rather than the 8 now, and both Alpines.
The key here is 51, the championship leaders with Antonio Giovinazzi, and 83, second in the championship, the yellow Ferrari with Robert Kubica, both out of Hyperpole. .009 is still out there, the Aston. Kobayashi's got nothing. 18th place. 18th place. I sense we might get another sarcastic interview.
It's half a second between the 8 and the 7. No excuses, I'm afraid, when you've got a difference between the two team cars like that.
Yeah. And Giovinazzi didn't get held up on the way to the line by the Alpine, which looks like it's going for another tilt at this. Giovinazzi is not in.
What about Kubica up on his time? 17th at the moment, but green in Sector 1. Sector 2 is going to be the critical moment for the 83 car. At the moment, none of the Ferraris are in Hyperpole, and we've got 6 seconds left on the clock. It's this and nothing else for Robert Kubica. He's 6/10 off in terms of the delta, with just the short third sector to complete the lap with. Can he do enough? Here he comes down towards the finish line. Can he put the 83 into Hyperpole?
Looks good enough. It'll bump out 009 if he does. He takes the checkered flag. It bumps out 009. Now, who else is on a quick lap? Not enough from Harry Tincknell. Nico Varone, probably not enough.
Floco's on a quick lap.
Number 8 Toyota might stay in, but yeah, the 50 Ferrari. And again, 51 is the leg out of bed for Ferrari. They're having a terrible time. 009 and 007, out 2 is 99. Both of the red factory Ferraris fail to make Hyperpole. That's the first time this season that has happened. So 50 and 51, neither Alpine goes through. And the number 7 Toyota, I have no idea what was going on there.
Pit exit is now open. Pit exit is now open. This is the start of the Hypercar Hyperpole qualifying session.
10 cars, 10 minutes, top 10 grid positions to be decided.
Against the 128s, the mid 128s, you're going to be seeing these times coming down by chunks. Sheldon van der Linde, it's going to be the first with a lap to beat here. It's 125.993 for Kevin Estre. Van der Linde is going to be next across the line and is going to beat that time, I'm sure, and does. It's a 125.450, and from here on in, both the Porsches on really good laps here.
Number 6 Porsche, red with white streaks across the bonnet and down the bodywork and over the roof. And he goes to the top of the pile. Julian Andlauer, number 5 car, that's got the black stripes, and he goes faster now by 3/10.
Into the 22s, here comes Sheldon van der Linde, only second now. So he splits the Porsches.
Alex Lynn, purple sector 2, but the caddy died in sector 3 on the last lap. Does he have enough? He does. Purple sector 3.
122.788, Sebastian Bourdais on a flyer as well. Where is the second BMW? 5th and only 5th for Sebastian Bourdais. Watch the two caddies. Could this be an all-Cadillac front row this stage?
It could be a caddy lockout. Alex Lynn goes quicker.
122.5 for Alex Lynn. What about Bourdais?
In fact, Lynn was not quicker. Yes, he was
second.
Second fastest. Malte Jakobsen, green, sector 1.
Jakobsen, where does he sit?
Oh, that's a bit of a handful, isn't it?
He's on course to improve. He's not going to trouble pole position at the moment. He's on course to put this 94 Peugeot significantly further up the road. 4th, cracking lap.
Wow.
Lynn, Bourdais and Lauer. Now Jakobsen is your 1, 2, 3, 4 with Sheldon van der Linde 5th and on pit lane. The delta of the pole position time. Checker flag is out. It's this and nothing else.
Yep.
What can Estre do?
Wow, caddy 1-2. So confirmation there of the top 10. Cadillac row 1, then the number 5 Porsche and the 94 Peugeot, equaling the best qualifying I think we've seen from a Peugeot in Hypercar. And then with the number 20 BMW and the 93 Peugeot, so 93 will line up directly behind 94. Number 6 Porsche and the 15 BMW on row 4 of the grid, and then our Le Mans winners, the 83 Ferrari and the number 8 Toyota on row 5 of the grid.